Hi, and welcome back. We are in the living room again. Um, I was going to, I wasn't going to film today. It was kind of a last minute decision to film. Um, I didn't film a video last week. Things have been rough, just to jump right into it. Anyway, hi, welcome. If you're new here, I'm Tanya. I am on a journey to grow my small businesses, side hustles, other income streams in order to quit my corporate job. A couple weeks ago, it was announced that the company I work for was sold. And so, looking at the future, um, it's there's definitely going to be layoffs. Uh, so just knowing, there's kind of been a little bit more coming out about what this new company is looking to do. And basically, they are looking to automate as much as possible and bring in AI as much as possible. I am not a tech person whatsoever, so I'm using the most basic language. But when those type of situations happen, of course, it is the goal to raise profits and lower costs. And so when you can bring in AI and automate things, maybe in the beginning the cost is a little bit higher, but in the long run it's cheaper. And so layoffs are absolutely going to happen. So it's been rough. It's been a rough couple weeks. I have some more little notes here in my little notepad. Um, just of things that I wanted to kind of talk about. I feel like, you see people discuss being on kind of the same journey as me, looking to quit corporate jobs, and then you see the after. I was laid off, or I finally gave my notice and now I'm, free of that corporate job. But I feel like you don't see a whole lot of the middle piece of it. Um, that's because honestly, a lot of times layoffs are sudden. And even if I were to get laid off tomorrow, that would still be sudden. But because of everything that's happening with my job, and just because I can kind of read between the lines, I already know it's a given that layoffs are going to happen. Now, am I going to be impacted? I don't know. I work in operations, which is definitely a department that gets touched when things get automated. Um, but I have decided to go with the mindset that 100% I'm getting laid off, and that's the motivation that I'm using. If I don't get laid off, great, then I can continue my journey of raising all of my other income streams, and then I can leave on my own accord. But if I get laid off, then I can't. I have no control over that. And because of how this type of thing, how I feel this type of thing happens, um, it's going to happen sooner than later. So this is kind of where I've been at. But anyway, like I was saying, I feel like this part of the journey, it doesn't get discussed that much. That waiting, the anxiety that comes along with it. You never know. You literally never know when you're going to get that first first meeting invite of the day of, hey, let's chat, or whatever they do. Um, I had this happen to me. I discussed it in my last video, but I had this happen to me 3 years ago. The company that I worked for at the time, they had sold off a piece of the business, and we moved over to another company. Now that was something that it was a pretty long process. We found out about it. It was several months before the deal was actually closed. And then it was, um, I think the deal closed in a January, and I was laid off. That I was told I was going to be laid off the beginning of June. They gave me it was like 3 or 4 weeks notice. Um, and I was told that I would be done. So there was plenty of time. You didn't know exactly if you were going to be laid off. That was a big if at the time. I had a feeling I was going to be. I had a very strong feeling actually that I was going to be. Just because of the process that I did at the time, the new company didn't even have. And so I just knew that my position was most likely going to be eliminated. And I was correct. But it was quite a long process. This is this is definitely new ground for me, this type of situation. And I also feel like layoffs and changes in general are going to start happening pretty quickly because this this sale was very financially motivated, or that's my opinion. Um, and so when it's financially motivated, the new company wants to start making money or start making back their money or whatever as quickly as possible. So I feel like this is not going to be something that's going to be drawn out for a very long time. So I've been struggling with that. I've been struggling with everything. uh, when I was laid off, it was 3 years ago. It took me a year to get back to work. It was when I got back to work, it was the job that I have now, and I've been in this job a little bit less than 2 months, and the salary was much, much lower than I was used to. So financially, to be transparent, financially things have not been great this whole time that I've been at this company, and so for me, if a layoff was to happen very soon, that would be pretty financially devastating. Um, I don't really have much of an other income. I have my Shopify store um, that that brings in a little bit of money, but that's something that um, I started like 6 months ago, and it takes time. Shopify, you have to bring your own traffic and stuff like that, and it's definitely something that I've struggled with. And so it's only been very recently that I've actually been kind of getting some sales. So that's not much of an income. So the weight of trying to grow everything has been rough. It's been weighing on my shoulders. And so yeah, I'm the type of person that I I turn inward when things are kind of happening with me. Um, some of my friends will kind of tell you that I haven't really been responding to text messages and stuff like that, and I just kind of internalize everything. And I also become very focused. Right now, I have a goal. I have to um, grow my other streams of income uh, before layoffs happen. So for me, it's a race. What's going to happen first? Am I going to be able to get my other income streams raised enough that when layoffs happen, I'm okay? Or is the opposite going to happen? And are layoffs going to happen before I'm able to raise my income streams? And that's very scary. That is very, very scary. I am a single mom. I have no other outside financial support, no child support, anything like that. So everything is solely on my shoulders. So I have expenses. I have a mortgage. I have car payment. I have all my bills. So it's rough. It's very rough. Um, and I've been struggling with feeling, ooh, I'm not going to get emotional. My cat is here. There she is. She usually sits here with me when I'm filming. Um, but I started the mindset of that I wanted to grow my income streams, or start adding some income streams and grow them to quit corporate. I really made the solid decision that that's what I wanted to do 2 months ago. And so this journey has been 2 months, even though I've had my Shopify store for longer than that. I have really just focused on raising my income streams for the past 2 months. So if 2 months sounds, it kind of sounds like a long time, and then it kind of sounds like 5 minutes. And I've been struggling with the fact that after 2 months, things aren't any further than where they were. Things are further, but in terms of is my is my income raised? Do I have more income coming in now with these other income streams? Is my income higher now than it was 2 months ago? And the answer is no. And so for me, I feel like am I failing? Am I not doing this right? I watch, a lot of other YouTubers and or content creators on YouTube and on Instagram. And, you see their stories of, I have these side hustles and these side hustles, and I'm making thousands of dollars a week and stuff like that. And I'm not. I'm not. I will be candid and say that a lot of those other content creators, there is kind of a common theme of what their other income streams are. And most of the time that's courses and affiliate links. And a lot of times it's affiliate links to courses. So no shade to them. Hey, to each their own. As long as you're not doing something illegal, then hey, do you, boo. But for me, it's not something that I want to do. It doesn't feel right for me. It just doesn't feel right for me. I'm just going to leave it at that. So my pursuits of my other income streams are not that way. And so they take a longer time. So if you're new here, my other side hustles, small businesses, income streams, whatever. I don't like the word side hustles. I'm so sorry. I hate that. I hate that word. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't like them. But anyway, I have my Shopify store, which is my print on demand. I have my ASMR channel, my ASMR YouTube channel, which I love making the videos, but that definitely takes time to ramp up. I'm doing the affiliate marketing links. I've gotten not a lot of sleep. So my brain is like, do you imagine trying to catch bubbles? As soon as you think you catch the bubble, it pops. The words form and then they pop. So I'm so sorry. I'm very scatterbrained today. I feel like the last time I filmed a video, was I the same way? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm doing the Amazon affiliate marketing links on Pinterest. And I've been doing Prolific, which it's in the focus group, but there's surveys. You take surveys. So that's the only focus group that I've still continued to do, is the Prolific one. And that's bringing in, I'm sorry. So I lied. I lied. 2 months ago, I was making less, because now I'm doing Prolific, which actually I am bringing in some extra income. So I lied. Shame on me. Get your shit together, Tanya. It's not a lot. And because I have been really trying to focus on these other income streams, I haven't been spending that much on Prolific, which I need to get back into that, because that's much needed income. But my first week doing Prolific, I made $260. And side note, I actually I've seen a couple people comment about Prolific that it didn't kind of work out for them. First off, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you didn't have a good experience with them. I'm not really sure. I'm not a pro at it. But I've made money every week on it. And actually, a friend of mine, we were chatting back and forth, and I had told her about it. And she went on and she made $160. So it does work for some people. So give it a shot. And if it isn't working for you, give it a shot again. I don't know. So yeah, that actually has been bringing in some income. Um, so there we go. So those are my things. My print on demand Shopify store, my ASMR YouTube channel, the affiliate marketing links, which aren't bringing in any money, and the Prolific. And that's it. And yes, Prolific is bringing in a little bit more money. But other than that, it I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I need to be. And for me, I feel like I'm failing. That's kind of where I'm at, and I'm struggling with that. I'm struggling with the fact that I wish I was a little bit further along, and because I have the weight of possible layoffs at any moment, um, it's really been kind of weighing on me. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that because I feel like I haven't seen too much. I haven't seen too many people talk about that piece of this type of journey. It's kind of the before, and it's the after, but the middle piece isn't kind of talked about. And the unknown is such a can be such a horrible thing. And right now I'm in an extremely unknown space, and that stinks. I don't like it. Don't recommend it. So that's where I'm at. I don't know. I wrote all these notes. I have no idea if I even covered. I kind of wrote down like last night I just vomited all over the page of what I was thinking in my head. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have used that word. I didn't actually do that. But I wrote a bunch of stuff down that was in my head. Um, and that's actually what made me decide to make the video today, because I wasn't going to. Um, and I just kind of wrote down a bunch of stuff, and I felt better. I got to be honest with you. I felt better to kind of get it out of my head. And then I realized that one of the things that I wrote down was the fact that I kept comparing myself to other content creators, other people that I see. And it was making me not feel good about myself because I was comparing. And God, what is that? What is that saying? Comparison is the thief. It steals something. The thief of joy? I have no idea. If you know it, put in the comments. I don't remember what it is, but it's a great quote. It's so great that I can't remember it. Um, but it's true. I constantly try to tell myself, don't compare myself to anybody else, because everybody is living a different life than I am. Everybody has different circumstances. Whether it's a huge difference or it's a minute difference, there's still a difference. And so I can't compare myself to anybody else, but it's kind of human nature that you kind of do. And so I've been finding myself in that space saying where, you know, these people, they talk about they did print on demand and they're making $10,000 a month and they've got this top selling t-shirt and all these things. My YouTube channel, I was monetized in 2 weeks. And, so, I'm doing all these things and I'm like, well, this isn't happening to me. I'm not making 10 grand a month on a t-shirt. Neither one of them, I have clearly two YouTube channels. Neither one of them are monetized. And so you're just kind of like, what am I doing wrong? What is it about me that is wrong? And I need to realize that I'm not wrong. Don't talk bad about yourself. I'm just not them. I'm just not them. And so just because I'm not them and I'm not where they are, doesn't mean that I'm wrong. Also, let's be honest. Again, no shade to people, but a lot of times content creators, they show the shiny things. They talk about the wins. They talk about all of the great things, and you don't hear about the other pieces. You know, how long did it take you to make that 10K a month? You know, if they said it took me a year to make this, then maybe the people wouldn't watch their videos as much. If they said, you know, I took this long, or I went through these struggles, and, you know, it took me a long time to get to where I'm at, then I don't think as many people will watch. This video is not fancy, so who knows who will end up watching it. And so I have to remember that when you're watching something, when you're watching content creators, you're only seeing what they're showing. Like that's it. So, you know, shiny things are better than dull things. And so this little rambling of mine, it's not shiny, it's not fancy. I don't have a bunch of wins to talk about. And so it doesn't grab the attention like something, look at me. I'm making six figures. I'm not making six figures. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just wanted to share, in case anybody is going through any of the same things. We get through it. We kind of get through it. And I truly believe that as long as I continue to work hard and focus and just really bring my best self to what I'm working on, that it's going to work out. That's what I tell myself. That's what I'm going to believe. Will all of my income streams, will all of them work out? Probably not. Who knows? But I'm not going to give up on them. And I have chosen to pick income streams that take a while to work. It's more of a snowball effect, not immediate, except prolific. And so I need to remember that piece as well, that it takes time. So just because I'm not where I wish that I was, I'm not failing. I'm just in the process piece of it, the middle piece of it. The waiting, maybe, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. Here was my catch up. Here was my very boring behind the scenes situation. This channel is about my journey. And this, unfortunately, is part of the journey. This is not the fancy part of it, the shiny part of it, the glamorous part of it. This isn't even a happy part of it, but it is part of it. And so I need to be real with myself that this is part of it. And I wanted to share that this piece happens, and we're not losing, we're not failing, and we're definitely not giving up. We're just going to keep on moving. And as long as you keep doing that, I really believe that things will work out. So this is where we are. That's my rambling for the day. Again, if you're on this journey, share, drop a comment, say where you're at. If you've gone through this and you're like, oh my gosh, I remember feeling like that, let us all know. As I constantly try to say, let's support each other and let's travel this journey together. So I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye.